So I'm continuing on with my CGC graded Captain Marvel collection. Let me take this sticker off. It's mentioning that there is a small crack, and the crack is really, really tiny in the corner. And it says, top left, small crack, but the case is unbroken. So it was kind of them to put that on there. This is issue number 62. There are 31 graded copies, one 9.4, one 9.2, and this 9.0. So this is the third highest grade. Came out in January 1946 with cream to off-white pages, and this is a Crowley copy. I don't know if there is this. I don't see a stamp. So one of the ones without stamps. All right, next we have issue 60. This one has 21 graded copies, one 9.6 and one 9.2, so this is the second highest grade. And it says on there, Cooksville copy, and then written in pencil or pen on the top is Cooksville copy. That is a pedigree collection, and I guess quite famous. But it's not written on the tag there. So maybe this is an older one, and I don't know, either they didn't think Cooksville was worthy of getting printed on there, or it was missed, or maybe it was before they started putting on these kind of pedigrees. This came out in May 1946 with cream to off-white pages, and it is written on SN. And I have seen these where you have very high grades, but for whatever reason the collector decided to, I don't know, brand them. I want to say that other Cooksville copies also have the SN on it, but I'd have to research it. If you go out and look at websites devoted to pedigrees, some of these pedigrees will, for God knows what reason, kind of brand their comics, probably when they originally got them, not later on. I don't know. Who knows? People do odd things. So, and of course, you know, back then when these people put them aside, they probably were not thinking about it in monetary terms. So this is issue number 41. There are 49 graded copies, one 9.8, one 9.6, two 9.4. So even my 9.2 is well down. There are 3. This one does have a sizable crack in it. I believe this is the worst of all of mine. I bought it knowing that it had a crack in it, but I believe I got a good price for it. It is came out in November 1944 with cream to off-white pages. It is another Crowley copy. Now it has a stamp on it, but it is very light, so it is kind of hard to see. Captain Marvel goes to Dayton, Ohio, which has always kind of irritated me because Captain Marvel goes to Cincinnati, Columbus, Dayton, I think maybe even Akron, but not to my home city of Cleveland. So I don't know. In Cleveland, I would think, particularly in the 1940s, would have been the largest of all the cities in Ohio, but never made it to Cleveland. I don't know why. This next one is issue number 43. There are 58 graded copies, one 9.4 and 3 9.2s. This one I have 2 of. I have a 7.5, which I bought earlier, and then a 9.2 was an upgrade. I had forgotten that I several times rebought the same issue, so I would definitely sell the lower grade. This came out in February 1945 with cream to off-white pages, and it is a Crowley copy, but I see no evidence of a stamp on this one. And then finally, the 5th and last one I'm going to show today. This is issue 107, only 9 copies total, only 9 graded copies. There is an 8.0 and 2 7.5. So 8.0 is the highest grade for this one. So even though it's way down at 7.5, it is tied for the second highest graded copy ever. This came out in May 1950. It is a Crowley copy with off-white pages. And I will say just one thing to add. It is entirely possible that there are more graded copies listed than there are graded comics that exist. And what I mean is that there's a few things that could happen. Number one, people will try and get them regraded. And unless they announce that they did that, that comic will be in there multiple times. It's also possible that a case gets damaged, like that one that I showed with the crack in it. I could consider going out and getting it redone with a unbroken case. The other one is that the comics might have just been damaged and may not be that great anymore. So there are definitely possibilities that there are more graded copies showing that, and it's also possible that there are more high grades out there that simply haven't been graded yet or graded by other companies. But definitely it does happen where a specific comic is in there multiple times, because I would guess that almost no one announces that they had it regraded or that their comic was damaged. So anyway, that's the fifth for today, and I will show more tomorrow.